George P. Mitchell, Chairman of the Board and the President of the Mitchell Energy and Development Corporation. He was born in Galveston, Texas, to Greek immigrant parents. He worked his way through college, earning tuition the way a lot of people did, waiting tables, selling candy, working in the laundry, doing almost anything where you could turn up a buck. He began his career as an exploration engineer and a geologist for Amoco, and he later joined his brother and another partner in a wildcatting business. That small partnership evolved in today's Mitchell Energy Development Corporation, a company with revenues approaching $1 billion. And another thing, the Woodlands, which is a real estate project started by Mr. Mitchell. It opened in 1974. It's comprised of 25,000 acres and eventually will provide residences for 160,000 people and jobs for 100,000. Joe Katz, class of 1981, will present the award.
I noticed the award, they don't have any hair on this head. So you people with hair, you shouldn't get one. Well, my wife just reminded me that before I met her, I was nothing, and since I met her, I did pretty well, so I want to give her thanks. But he mentioned that some back the history about my Greek parents, and really they were great people because they came to this country right after the turn of the century. Neither of them could read or write English, of course, but they couldn't even read or write Greek. But they did have the interest to really try to be sure that their children had an education, and for that I'd be forever grateful. It's easy to say how you may have a chance to get started, and I went to A&M University. I had the opportunity of a great institution. I was able to get through school in engineering and geology and start out working for Amoco Petroleum. During the World War II, being a reserve officer, I had to spend 4 years in the Army. Then after that, I was naive enough to start out as a consulting geologist engineer with a brother of mine. But how these things happen sometime, that I do the geology and engineering at night, working late hours, and then he would get the deal, and I'd get the deal, geology ready for him, and he'd go down to the Espenson drugstore and sell to about 30 people around the stools there. Now that's how you get started in some of these things. And one day, one of the biggest fields that we found, the lead came to us through a Chicago bookie. Here we are down in Houston, Texas, and a Chicago bookie had given a lead to a friend of his that we checked out, and lo and behold, that field now has 2,000 wells, and is furnishing about 150 million feet of gas a day to the Chicago market. That's the type of things that happen. Although in the meantime, we've discovered some 250 oil and gas fields, and of course, we've done a lot of real estate development around the Houston area. But these are the things of hard work and some luck make these things possible. This country, we have the economic environment in which the pursuit of success can really be honorable and enjoyable game. And if we play the game, preferably everybody wins. By properly and preferably, I mean that we must work hard and be fair. We must be compassionate and decent. And we must return to society as much as or more than we got out of it. Again, I want to express my sincere appreciation for this great award. And it is a very special moment for me this evening, for me and my family, and I will always cherish this